What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today is a good day. I took my final for my term 2 of LVN school and I passed, and now I'm just waiting on one more assignment to be uploaded, but my grade right now is like an 83. So, and I feel like I did pretty good on that assignment, so I'm feeling okay. So technically today is my last day of term 2. I have one more term left until I finish LVN school and I'm eligible to take the NCLEX. I'm gonna make a video that I feel like you guys have been asking for a very long time, pretty much since like the beginning of this whole process, and I just haven't sat down and made a video because YouTube takes a lot of time. Okay, it's a lot of work. So what's easier for me is just vlogging because I don't have to do anything different with my routine. I just vlog. But since today is the last day of term 2, I don't really have anything to do, so why not go ahead and get this video out for you guys. First things first, I'm gonna mention, if you guys want to see pretty much since the beginning of this journey why I decided to go to nursing school, or you know, just how this even started, I have literally documented everything from me being tired of being an MA to me going back to being an MA to, you know, starting my prerequisites for nursing school. I've literally documented everything from the minute I decided I'm going to start nursing school. So you guys can go ahead and go back and watch since 2020. I believe it was February of 2020 that I enrolled. I enrolled in a part-time LVN program, and the schedule is Mondays and Wednesdays 5:30 to 10:30, and then Saturday is our clinical day, which is 12 hours, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So initially, when I had first enrolled into that program, into even the prerequisite program, I was like, you know what, I don't think I could be an MA because, you know, MA jobs are really 9 to 5. So I left an MA job, got a part-time job, and then I was doing my prereqs while I was doing while I was working just a regular part-time job. If you guys want to know the details of everything, I'm telling you, go back and watch my videos. Fast forward, COVID happened. The job I was working at closed. It got shut down, so I was on unemployment for a while. I took advantage of the layoff and kind of just focused on school. So pretty much for the most part of term 1, I wasn't working, so that was awesome. I wasn't working, so everything, you know, I could study as much as I wanted all day every day until freaking 4 a.m. the next day. It didn't matter, and things were great. I'm telling you, life was amazing for me at the time because I didn't have to worry about anything. I was just simply, you know, going to school and not doing anything else. So I was looking for MA jobs at the time because I did want to, you know, contribute and try to help, but you know, there were a lot of agencies contacting you and they would go back on their offer, blah blah. Anyways, so I did get at the job where I am at now. I initially was hired as an on-call per diem, but they did always tell me from the beginning that there's always a chance for 40 hours a week because they're very understaffed. So how that works is I get to choose my schedule. I get to you know, decide like what days of the week I want to work, and she'll just schedule me accordingly, and I just have to work a minimum of 2 days a week. So at first that's what I was doing. I was still living with my parents and I still paid bills on my parents, but it was only like $500 a month that I would give them, and that included everything else. I didn't have a car payment, I didn't have anything. I had my own car. I only paid for insurance and the $500 a month for my parents. That's it. Everything else was included, food, everything. So sometimes I would work just 3 days a week. You know, once term 2 started, I was still just sometimes working 3-4 days max a week. As time went on, I started really like prioritizing certain things. Like I started needing a new car, so I was like, okay, I need to work more hours. So I started putting my availability 40 hours a week. So, you know, that was definitely tough, but I mean, it was doable. And then I started prioritizing wanting to move out with my girlfriend. So, you know, me and my girlfriend, we've been together for almost 9 years. This year will be 9 years. We're 22 years old. I'm gonna be 23 next week, by the way, just FYI. March 12th, that's my birthday. We're like, you know what, it's time to move in together. She's financially stable, I'm financially stable as well, and so whatever, time goes on, blah blah blah. So let's move forward to me working full-time. So I've been working full-time, I think, since maybe November of last year. So okay, let me tell you, I'm not the best at time management. I am not the best. get very sidetracked and I get very distracted. So that's definitely something that I've been trying to work on, and you know, I've been trying to like eliminate from my personality. The ultimate question here is, can you work while going to nursing school? And I can't really answer that for anybody. Obviously I can. Am I struggling? Was I struggling? Did it take time to get used to it? Most definitely. I was doing really bad with my studies for a long time. Even up to like recently, I'd still like, you know, like I'd fall really, you know, behind on studying. I'd have to stay up super late, and then I work, you know, 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then I would have to rush home. I'm telling you guys, if you guys watch my videos, you guys will see like how I'm like, okay, I just got home, okay, I need to take a test now. Like I'm constantly in a rush. And is that hard? Does that take a toll on my mental health sometimes? Most definitely. But I think with me is I focus a lot on like my mindset and how I view my situation. So the thing is, this was all my choice. I did not have to work 40 hours a week. I chose to work 40 hours a week. Why? Because I wanted a new car and because I wanted to move out. So I think when you guys make that decision of, do you guys want to work full-time while going to nursing school, or do you guys need to work full-time in nursing school? What I always tell people is, look, if you are comfortable staying wherever you live with your parents, with whoever, and you're not paying rent or you're paying very minimal rent, just stay there for as long as you can. Just stay there. Don't work. There's no point, because this is going to be so much more easier. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a breeze, because regardless it's gonna be hard, but in terms of, you know, time management, in terms of like just having time in general, it's going to be so much easier on you if you just stay in your situation where you don't have all these bills and all these worries about paying this and paying that and all this stuff. So I always tell people, if you are comfortable and you are happy where you are, just stay there. But if you are in that situation where, let's say you're married, you have kids, and, you know, you have your bills to pay, don't feel like because you have to work full time you can't do it. Like, this is my mentality, okay? And I don't want to offend anyone by saying this, but if you really want to, you will. And I understand that sometimes you have to give up a weekend, sometimes you have to give up your Saturday, sometimes you might just have one day a week to rest. But if you, like I said, if you really want to, you'll do it. And I really don't mean to sound like hecka like, okay, well, like, you're lazy. Like, I'm not trying to put anyone down for this, but it's just realistically, when you want something, you're gonna do whatever you can to get it. In nursing, that has been my dream. And yes, I love my parents and I loved living with them, but I was ready for more. I have no problems with my parents. I don't have any complaints with them as parents, but I do have my own reasons as to why I prefer to just move out. And then also, I just wanted to live with my girlfriend. So I think you guys really have to, before you guys make that decision of whether you're going to take a full-time job or you're going to find another job to work part-time while you do this, really like prioritize what you want, you know? So for example, me, I wanted my new car. I wanted to move out. Therefore, I'm gonna work full-time as I'm going to nursing school, and I am willing to make those sacrifices of, you know, maybe not being able to have that me time in between work and school, giving up my weekends and only having one day off a week. I am willing to do that because I wanted all of this, you know, like I wanted everything that I have, and I want to be a nurse. So I'm gonna do all of that at the same time because I can, and I'm choosing to. Like, I went into this decision of moving out and buying a car knowing that meant I'm gonna have to work more, and I'm gonna have to sacrifice me time and, you know, my social life a little more than I was before. I think that's just something you guys really have to think about yourself. It's just like, okay, what do I want to do? Do I feel like I need more hours of studying than usual? Then maybe you shouldn't work full-time. If you feel like you're the type of person that, like, you know, you need a little bit more time to study, you need more time to understand the material, there's literally nothing wrong with that. And if you're able to choose not to work full-time, girl, do it. Just do it. Don't work if you do not have to, because trust me, if I did not have to work and I was just, you know, free, I would literally not work. If I was able to get my money, still have money from, you know, to be able to do things and buy myself things and just go to nursing school, I promise you I would not be working. I would just be going to school. And that's why, comparing this term to first term, it's hard to say like, oh, was it harder? Like, I'm sure pharmacology is harder in general, but I think it's so dramatically different for me because I wasn't working during my first term. So it's like a huge differences where it's like I had all this time to study first term, where at second term I'm like constantly on the go and I'm constantly busy and I'm constantly doing things. So again, it's just, if you have to work full time, don't let that discourage you. Don't like let yourself believe that you can't do it and you can't go to nursing school. Yes, you can do it. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot. It's gonna be hard as shit, harder than if you didn't work, but it's still possible. And if you fail here and there, I mean, you've seen me, guys. Look, if this is your first video, go look at my past videos. I have failed numerous times, but I remediate and I try to do better next time, every single time. So it's very possible. And I hate that people try to make it seem like nursing school is this like, oh nope, if you get a C, you're done, you failed, you're out of the program. That's not true. At the end of the day, is remediation and your end percentage. That's what really matters. And it's just, you know, learning from your mistakes and communicating with your teachers when you feel like you're not getting this or you feel like you need more help with this. It's just communication. And I can't stress it enough, guys, use your peers, guys, because you cannot get through nursing school alone. Okay, that's the one thing I'm gonna tell you, you cannot do. You cannot get through nursing school alone. Get yourself one person or two person, get yourself a little group of people to be like your little support system, because no one's gonna understand you like the people that are in the program with you, and you need people to complain about your teachers with. So I'm telling you guys, this isn't really like, I hate that this isn't such a like, okay, you need to do this, step 1 do this, step 2 do this. Like, this isn't a educational video. This isn't like me giving you instructions on how to handle, because everyone's different and everyone has different things going on in their life. But personally, I just have the mentality of, look, I want it all and I'm gonna do everything I can to get all of it. And as tired as I am sometimes, I'm happy and I don't regret working full-time. I don't regret moving out. I don't regret anything, because I love my place with my boo. And I know at the end of this, it's gonna be so worth it, you guys. Just focus on the goal, focus on what you started this for, focus on what you were thinking when you were enrolling into nursing school. You guys, just remember that mentality, that excitement of like, oh my god, you have your set date to start nursing school. Don't lose that, guys. Keep reminding yourself why you started this journey to begin with. And that's it. I'm gonna end this video right here. Again, if you guys want to see my journey and how this whole process started and my mind through it all and my breakdowns and my failures and my wins, all of that, I'm telling you guys, go back and watch my videos, because I've documented everything. And yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna end this video here, and I hope if you're new here you can subscribe, because I still have 1 semester left of nursing school and I plan on documenting all of that as well. So yeah guys, follow me on Instagram and comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys want to see, any questions you may have. I'm gonna try to make a lot of videos this week. So yeah guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.